my friends, this is Bobby D coming to you from Talamban, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time here in the Philippines today, and I hope you're having an awesome day as well, wherever you are. Hey, today I want to talk to you about shopping in the Philippines. The things you need to know before you buy, okay? Now, we're in the heart of the holiday season. Thanksgiving is coming about. You're going to have Christmas, you're going to have New Year's. So a lot of people are coming here to the Philippines to shop and having a good time. It's okay. But I think it's important for me to let you know, shopping in the Philippines is much like shopping in the USA. But there's some differences that I need to make you aware of before you buy, okay? First of all, let's talk about the stores in the Philippines. In the Philippines, you're going to find pretty much most of, not all of the stores that you find in the USA. For instance, there's no Targets, there's no Walmarts, there's no Walgreens, there's no Macy's, all right? But you're going to find some stores that are similar to those stores when you go shopping here. Now, the reason why there's not a lot of the name brand stores that we have in the USA here in the Philippines is because the Philippine government tax structure is so high that a lot of the international companies don't want to go into the Philippines. Pretty much it's like the Philippine government taking a chunk of the company's profit. So a lot of the U.S. companies don't want to come out here to do business. But again, a lot of the U.S. companies do come out here, such as Burger King, you got your McDonald's, you got your Shakey's Pizzas, you got your TGI Fridays. So yeah, you got some of the companies that you would find in stores that you would find in the USA here, and again, some are not here because of how the laws are constructed regarding international companies. Alright, so let me talk to you about if you're going into a store to buy things, okay? First of all, the salespersons in the stores are usually contracted employees, okay? They're there on a 6-month contract rotation. Alright, so first of all, you're dealing with salespersons that are just contracts, they're not store employees. Secondly, the reason why they're contractors is most of the employers hire contractors so that they don't have to pay Social Security and they don't have to pay benefits as far as insurance, okay? So it keeps their bottom line lower. Alright, so one thing you want to watch out for as well, the employees in the store, the salespersons, they really don't know the products that well. Most of them. Some do, but I would say most of them do not know the products, okay? So you're going to find out as you get a product and you ask questions about the product, they're not going to be able to answer the questions most of the time. And first of all, when you're talking to the salespersons in the stores, some of them may speak English, some of them may not speak English. If they don't speak English, when you ask them a question, they're just going to look at you. They're just going to look at you, and they don't understand what you're saying. And so you're going to first of all say, do you speak English? They understand that phrase, do you speak English? So ask them if you speak English. If they don't, then you need to know some things about how to communicate with them. First of all, you want to ask how much. In Cebuano, pila. Pila na. Pila ma. How much is this? Pila na. Then you want to say how much is that? Pila ni. Okay? Pila. P-E-L-A-N-A. How much is that? Pila ni. P-E-L-A-N-I. How much is this? Okay? That's all you got to know. Alright, and they'll tell you how much. They understand that, they'll tell you the price of it. So, one thing you want to understand also when you're shopping in the Philippines, as far as clothing is concerned, the sizes are not the same as you would find in the USA, okay? I'm a size, normally I'm a size medium to large in clothing and shirts, okay? So in the Philippines, if I go to buy a medium or large shirt, it's going to be too small. Actually, it's going to be too tiny. So I would have to normally buy an extra large, double X large, okay? So you gotta remember that if you're shopping for clothes, whatever your size are, you want to get at least 2.5 times whatever, and you might be fitted right. But you may want to also I would recommend you try your clothes on before you buy, okay? But one policy in the Philippines with most of the stores, if you buy it, you own it. There's no such thing as refunds in the Philippines when you buy a product or an item in the store. They're not going to refund your money. And they're not going to, they may have an exchange policy, but most of the stores do not refund money as a rule, as a general rule. So in essence, whatever you buy in the Philippines, that's going to be your baby. You got to recognize that. In the USA, customer service is great. They have normally a return policy for any reason, but in the Philippines, there's no return policy. You may be able to get an exchange, but forget about trying to get your money back. Forget about trying to get a refund, okay? There'll be a return or exchange policy, but there will not be a refund. You will not get a refund. All right, so with that being said, you got to understand how to speak to the employee, the salesperson. You got to understand the policies in the store in place, and you got to make sure that you keep your receipts, okay? Because if you have to exchange something, without that receipt, they're not going to exchange it, okay? Also, you got to keep in mind that in the holiday seasons, there's a lot of people in and out of the stores, okay? And so you have to be careful that you don't get upset with the employees. Getting upset with an employee in the store is the worst thing you can do, okay? Because one of the things the Philippines people do not like is someone that's loud and someone that's rude, okay? That's the worst thing you can do in the store. If you want to get help, if you're humble. Okay, also I forgot to tell you, the reason why there is a no refund in the Philippines is because when you buy a product in the Philippines, they're going to test that product right in front of you. Okay, let's say for example you buy a fan in the store, okay? So they're going to pull that fan out of the box. They're going to test every speed on the fan. They're going to make sure there's no dents, no cracks, no chips, and they're going to have you inspect the product and test the product right in front of you. And if you buy it, they're going to box that product back up, and they're going to, and you're going to have, that's going to be your product when you buy it. All right. So that's the reason why there's a no refund policy here in the Philippines, because they test every product and they make you test it right in the store, so that you can't say when you take it home, oh, it's not working. Like in the U.S., you buy a product, most of the time they don't pull it out of the box and test it for you. So when you get home, if it's working or not, if it's not working, then you can bring it back. But in the Philippines, hey, they've already taken care of that for you right up front. They test it to make sure it's working. So if you bring it back, you own the product, you can't bring it back. You can't get a refund. Okay, you might get an exchange on a product, but you will not get a refund. Anyway, those are some of the things that I needed to let you know before you buy in the Philippines when you go shopping. It's a different experience, but I think some of the things are better than the USA. But anyway, that's all for now. Just food for thought for you.